What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys coming back, checking out my videos. Today we got a fresh package on my table. Showed up today. I've been waiting on this. Very excited. First of all, I'd like to give a huge thank you before we get started to J-Sport for sending over this package. If you guys are interested in picking up anything from J-Sport, make sure that you please head over to jsportusa.com and use promo code TUG10, that is TUG10, to get 10% off your order. Okay, appreciate that. Alright, inside this box we have Baja Designs S2 sport lights along with J-Sport's ditch light brackets made specifically for the 2026 Honda Passport. This is going to be part of the full lighting upgrade for my Passport. So today we're going to get started with unboxing this and seeing what's inside and first impressions and seeing how everything feels and what it looks like and everything like that. Okay? Appreciate you guys. Alright, let's get a knife. Be careful not to cut anything. Set that off to the side. Okay, first of all, let me tilt the box this way. Okay, so we got Baja Designs S2 sport lights right here. And if you can see right here, it says 2026 current Passport and the 2023 to current Honda Pilot, the mirror pocket light brackets. Okay, so let's get everything out of this box. Nice and securely packed inside this box. I like that. It means everything's going to be nice and tight and well kept and protected on the run over. Okay, first of all, let's look at the S2 sport lights, shall we? Let's look at the box first. Great design, great logo, compact. I like it. Let's open it up. See what we got going on. Oh shoot, I like that. J-Sport stickers. These are going to go nicely on the Passport. Got to figure out a place to put them. Oh, look at that. I like the HRC Honda Racing sticker. That's a really nice one. That's going to go nicely somewhere. Then we got two of the J-Sports. So maybe we'll do one on each side and then put this one on the back. I don't know. We're going to set those off to the side right now. Make sure that those get protected and don't get creased or anything. Let's open this up. See what we got going on here. Let me get this box out of the way. That way I don't bang into anything. Okay, first of all, in this little package, what is this? Let's open this up and take a look. This looks to be an instruction manual of some sort. Oh, okay. Use the template below. Cut out the template, hold it against a desired flat mounting surface. Use a 3/8 Joe for a single vertical hole. Okay, it's for angle flush mounting and for the S1, S2 squadron mounting and wiring. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is our instruction manual for unlimited lifetime warranty. Baja Designs proudly offers a lifetime warranty against manufacturer's defect on all of their products we manufacture. These are comprehensive warranties. Other than the exclusions below, you're covered if your LED or HID bulbs burn out. You're covered. Additionally, cutting off our connector or changing your lenses do not automatically void your warranty. Okay, exclusions. You guys will get one of these whenever you order. I'm not going to read through the whole thing and bore you with that. But let's move on to the lights. There's a harness in here as well, but let's take the light out. Be careful as we take the light out. Make sure we're not damaging anything. So, here we go. first off, you can see these things are compact, but if you know Baja Designs, you already know size really doesn't matter. Doesn't mean much when it comes to their output. These things are known for being, super durable and insanely bright for their size. Everybody talks about the S2s and Baja Designs and how well they are and how much light they put out. But right away you can see the aluminum housing, clean lens design, and overall build quality feels real premium. It's real strong, real sturdy design. Bolts feel real nice. Everything feels great. So, a couple of details about these lights. The S2 Sport lights are 2-inch pods. They're perfect for ditch setups like what we're going to be doing with the side mirror mounts that I have right there. But they're small enough to stay low profile, but still throw, a ton of usable light off to the sides, which is exactly what you want for trail driving or when you're on dark back roads or whatever you're going to be using them for, So not everybody installs lights just because they're going off road. Some people have long, dark drives to long, dark driveways out in the middle of rural areas that they definitely need these lights for as well. You got deer jumping out of the middle of nowhere. It's nice to be able to have the light to see those things before they jump out, So, but let's check out the wiring harness next. But if you can see first, the brackets feel real sturdy. Solid, they're not cheap metal. They're real nice design. Everything looks solid. They're real sleek, actually, man. They're gonna look slick on the Passport because the Passport has a boxy design, so having the boxiness of the S2s is gonna really fit into the whole aesthetic of the Honda Passport. But let's check out this wiring harness right here. What we got going on. Oh shoot, I didn't check out the rest of what was in that bag. Sorry, we will circle back to that in just a moment after I gently unwind this wiring harness. Okay, so looks like standard wiring harness. You got the 2 connectors straight to the battery. You have your relay, and you have your lead leading to a switch, and then your 2 connectors right here for the lights. Standard harness. Great quality, thick, feels really well insulated. Everything looks pretty straightforward for install. And then also in the box we have the second S2 light, which does not have the bracket attached, but which is great because I can show you individually. The bracket right here is real strong, solid. A lot of time when you buy lights or anything, you get these brackets that you can sit there and push on them and they bend easily. Yeah, it's got a little bit of flex, but not a ton, which means as you're tightening it down and as you're mounting it, it's not gonna bend on you or damage anything. It's not gonna, it's just gonna be sturdy enough to do exactly what you want it to do. That's what I'm trying to say. But here's the light without the bracket on it. Again, great design. It's got the spot and the flood design on the lens. Perfect for ditch, combination lens. So we're going to get these set up and installed over the next few days. But for now, let's put everything gently back in this box and check out what's here. Okay, so right here we have the rest of the hardware to mount the other light onto the bracket right here. Let's actually check out what's in this bag as well, right? The bag that I pulled the instructions out of, I never actually pulled out what's in this bag. Oh, okay, these just look like spare connectors in case anything breaks on your connections for your lights. So it doesn't seem that the harness has a switch on it, so it looks like I'm gonna have to wire into a switch panel, as I do not have a dedicated auxiliary switch that comes in the Passport when you buy it. Unless there's something else that you guys know about that you can let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to do that instead. But let's put everything back in the box nicely, neatly, and gently, so we are not to damage anything. I would hate to damage something and then it not work. You know what I mean? That'd be great. Oh, hey, install these, install them, and they're broken. You know? And you know, lights are tricky. If anybody's ever installed lights on a Christmas tree, you know how frustrating they could be. At least back in the 90s. You know, you break one light and friggin' all your lights go down. If you guys ever see National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, then you know far too well what's going on with that. But let's check out the brackets right here. These are the J Sport dedicated Honda 2026 2023 to current Pilot side mirror light brackets. Okay, let's open up this box and see what type of hardware we got inside. Make sure I don't cut anything important. I would hate to cut something important. Well, they're just metal brackets, but still, I don't want to scratch them up before I install them, you know what I mean? Oh, okay, here we go. So we have the brackets right here. Seems like it's a two-piece setup, which automatically, this one has no holes on it, except for the one hole right here. And this one has two holes on it, and then also a groove which seems to fit somewhere onto the frame of the car. But I'm assuming what it looks like is this bolts on to the car, and then this one sits here with a pocket in between for the wires, so that way you can at least I assume so. Maybe. I don't know. We will find out as we install them. I don't want to say anything yet before we even get to the Passport. But so far, powder coated finish, you know, they look great. They feel great. They're designed specifically for the 2026 Honda Passport, which is awesome because you don't have to mess with universal mounts or weird fitment issues or anything like that, you know. But right away you can tell these are built with real use in mind, you know, nice powder coating finish, solid metal construction, and the design looks like it'll sit cleanly at the base of the mirror without, you know, looking too clunky or anything like that, you know. But they're great. They're solid. They're not cheap, you know, they're not bendable. They're solid actual lights, so, or solid brackets, sorry. It seems like they won't let off a lot of vibration, and if they do, you know, nothing, little rubber gasket can't fix, you know. But what I like about mirror mounted ditch lights though is that you get great angles without drawing your hood or changing the factory look too much or anything like that. So, but so far looks super well thought out. The lights are compact and rugged. The brackets look like they'll integrate really cleanly with the Passport. This should be a really functional upgrade, you know. It's not just for looks, the actual nighttime visibility. Let's open this one up. I don't want to cut this one just because I don't want to scrape the metal, you know. But let's actually, it's gonna be a nightmare if I don't. Let's see if I can cut this without scraping any metal. There we go. Luckily the knife is pretty sharp. Got this knife at the Overlanding Expo that was in Del Mar a couple weeks back. But let's see if I can, okay, here we go, come on. There we go, solid. Alright, so, not sure how these install, but as I get out to the Honda Passport, I'm sure I'm going to be able to figure that out. But like I said, solid brackets. So there's one set, and I believe there's a second set underneath here. Yep, we have right and left mirror. So we can open these ones up and show you it's exactly the same, but again, solid construction. But the reason why I want to open up both is because too many times you get products and one is exactly what you want it to be and the other is slightly off. And you're like, what the heck? They're the same bracket, or they're the same, TV mount or whatever, So whatever it is, you want it to be the same, and it's not. It's off by a couple inches. So then you're like, oh, hey, can you send me another one? Because you need this, you need that, But let's check this out and just make sure. Which J-Sport is a quality company. So I have 100% faith that there's nothing wrong with these. But, a lot of people would be annoyed with the packaging, but I'm not, because this shows that they take care in their products. Anybody who's taken this much time to wrap something like this means that they care about the product. My bad, I just punched the camera. I just punched you guys in the face. I apologize. I did not mean to do that. Alright, let's see what we got. As you can see, oh, now I'm damaging it. Let's lift these up. As you can see, exactly the same left and right brackets on that side, and as you can see, exactly the same left and right brackets on that side. But what we'll be doing next in the next video is we're going to be installing these in a full setup on the Honda 2026 Passport, checking for the hood clearance, wiring everything up, and obviously testing out lights at night to see how they perform. And if you're into Passport builds, overland setups, or lighting upgrades, or anything like this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we've got a lot more coming to this build. And if you've been thinking about ditch lights on your Passport, drop a comment below and let me know what setup you're running or planning. And also, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys want anything for your Honda setups, please go to jsportusa.com and use the promo code TUG10. That's TUG10, TUG10, and get 10% off your order. I appreciate you guys watching. Come back for the next video, and I'll have more content for you. Until next time, appreciate you guys.